Hey everybody, what's going on? Happy Wednesday to you. Let's try that again. Welcome back to the introduction series to Compound 586. Last week I shared what Compound 586 is about. I also provided some different videos regarding this entire process. Compound 586 is where I'll be sharing what the entire foundation of the DDKK Academy is about. I'll deposit $3,000 into a brand new trading account on next Thursday, September 25th, and I will scale that trading account to $1,020,489.45. Now, the point of that is to show everybody what it means to build wealth. This plan is the exact same plan that all of my students are currently following. I just wanted to make sure I show it on public display because a lot of people need to be educated what it means to compound wealth. Most people, they chase income, which is we're looking for new jobs. We're looking for side hustles. Everybody's looking for these things to take care of their cost of living. How many of y'all got bills? Welcome to the introduction to the mini series. If you got bills, you can drop some ones in the chat box, right? Most people are looking to take care of their daily needs, take care of their children, but they never really have the opportunity to think beyond that. Now, unless your job comes with a 401k, which is an extreme blessing. People don't look at it in that capacity, but it is a blessing because it allows people to be able to allocate some of their income into financial independence, right? So think of Compound 586 as your own financial independence plan. You have full control of your account growth. You have full control over your skill set. Again, this is the same exact plan that all of my students are currently following. Every single student follows it, whether it's self-funded, whether they use a prop firm account, however they do it. And it's a regulated prop firm account, by the way. But either way, the goal is to help everybody to use the art of trading with DDKK, fund the account, learn in the demo first, and scale to a 7-figure portfolio. Now, that may be hard for a lot of people to grasp because they can't think past $1,000. All right. So you have to have some reprogramming in your mind to be able to understand if you can grow it if you can scale your money from 300 to 500, 500 to 1,000, just repeat those same steps. Now, I'm going to share my screen. Again, this is a live series that I wanted to bring to new people who have no idea what trading is, because once I get past this series, which starting after next Thursday, it'll just be me living my life and just showing updates on what it means to scale from $3,000 to 7 figures. But I wanted to have that public data so people can have something tangible, if you will. So I'm going to share my screen. It's going to be a screenshot because Instagram is not that fluid with screen sharing. So the first screenshot I'm going to share is going to be on what people experience when they have no idea how trading works. All right. So give me a second here. There it is. Series today. All right, boom. So this first screenshot is this is the demo account that I showed how to start last week. Now, this demo account, you guys are going to see at the top right hand corner, it has 3,000. Well, now it has $3,010. I've grown this account $10 unintentionally, actually, but it's grown $10. The number underneath that in the top right hand corner, it says 2,593. That's how much the balance will be if I close all of these positions. All right. So if you see it says negative 399. Negative 147, etc. If I press in on those particular line items, I can close those trades out manually and it'll make my balance be $2,593. Now, this will really only happen if you have no idea what you're doing. You know, you just kind of go in that demo account, you just start pressing numbers. And then there are a lot of people who put themselves in this position because they have no trading education at all. So if you see people walking around with screenshots like this, it just means they have no idea what they're doing. All right. But let me tell you what you're looking at. I said, so we got the balance. We got the pair names. Now on the top left, I don't know how much you guys can see. Let me move my face. Okay, there we go. So you have balance at the top left. And then that bottom gray word says margin level percentage. And then under margin level percentage, you guys will see the word positions. Positions means that's the number of trades that I have. This shows you the trades that are open. Okay. Now, these trades, the key to what we do is we're just saying, hey, will the exchange rate rise today or will the exchange rate decrease in value? We don't just trade currencies, by the way. You can trade indices, you can evaluate the stock market, cryptocurrency market, and metals, which includes gold. Now, all of these are different assets that we're able to determine whether they'll rise or fall in value. Again, all of these balances, especially those bottom three, Those bottom three, it says a negative $147, negative $138, negative 124. Guys, this just means somebody doesn't know what they're doing, and there's no way that it should reach that amount. With a $3,000 account, based off of my own risk management, those trades should cap out at $30 losses. $147 is not $30. All right. So all of these different trades make this account in a deeper deficit because, again, if somebody doesn't know what they're doing or they don't have proper risk management, their losses will exceed past $30. All right. I hope that's making sense. So this is what happens when somebody doesn't know what they're doing. Okay. Let me switch this image again. So the next thing you'll see is that, give me 1 second, is not keeping my little series together here. Give me 1 second. Series today. All right. So the next thing you guys will see is the detail. There we go. Here we go. So let me move my face out the way again. So if you look under the word EURUSD, it has, I expanded the menu where it says negative $145. Underneath that $145, you guys will see some little gray words. You see the date, the time. It says S/L. It says T/P. It has swap and taxes. So the SL should have some numbers right there. All right. I wonder if I could draw on the screen. I can't. So SL should have some numbers by it. This means that when you put your money to work, now, if you guys have invested in cryptocurrency, if you buy and held, you wouldn't know what I'm saying. If you guys have ever sold off shares of stocks or different things like that, basically what this is saying is, hey, I put $1 in the market. Okay. So you guys see EURUSD 0.10. That means $1. That means this person invested $1 into the market. And they need to you need to tell that dollar when to cap out at a loss. You should never get into investing and not know how to premeditate your losses. So many people stop and start investing because they don't have a sound risk management plan. I have mastered risk management. I have done this thing over and over again. I have over 20 graduates killing the markets right now, compounding their wealth. And I'll be sharing their testimonials as well. But I want to give y'all a backstory. I want to make sure you have the right data so you can move forward with the right perception. SL, you should have a number there. And that number tells the software, hey, take me out at a premeditated loss. I want this dollar to make me this amount of money, but I also want this dollar to protect this amount of money. So stop my loss. Take me out at the $30 loss. Take me out at a $34 loss, whatever. And then that way your balance would be down to $2,970. Not $2,500. I hope that makes sense. All right. And then TP means take me out in a target profit. So I either want to make a target profit of $35 or a target loss of $34. And that's just simply how it works. OK, you should always tell the software to protect your money. Otherwise, you'll always end up in these deep deficits. And because ignorance is not a blessing. All right. So many people get into investing into these different exchange markets. And I see people screenshots. They could be having 50 million positions open, and it's very, it's just not the right way to go about it. All right. Now, the next screenshot I'm going to share is going to have those numbers filled. So you're going to see numbers by the SL and you're going to see numbers by the TP. OK, so let's switch to a different image here. Sorry about that. Let's go to the series and where we are. Sorry, they have my albums in order here. Boom, there we go. So now you see what it looks like to have a premeditated loss. So under the word AUDCAD, it has the same. You have the date, the time. This one says a $5 profit. But you'll see next to SL, it has some numbers filled in. So what we've told the software is, hey, once you place that dollar investment, please close that trade out. If that trade goes into a loss, I have told the software to close this trade out at a $34 loss. If it goes into profit at the TP says 0.01460. That means, hey, this is my target profit. All right. So I'm either going to make 30 or lose 34. Make 34 or lose 34. That's something called risk to reward, risk ratio. It's so much more information. All of that is broken down into the DDKK Academy. I leave no room for second guessing in my course. All right. You're going to know exactly what you need to do. So notice the difference. Those bottom numbers that say EUR USD and GPP USD, they're completely negative. They have nothing in there telling them to stop going negative. There's nothing filled in those blanks. But under AUDCAD, which is actually a trade I sent out to my students, we all share trade ideas. I shared this trade idea and I said, hey, I want you guys we're going to take this trade. We're going to make 34 or lose 34. All right. Now, it depends on their account balance. They can lose way more or they can lose less. OK, but that's how it works. So you have to tell the program what to do. All right. And this allows, now my particular technique allows you to work your job, to work your career, whether you're military, retired, a student, whether you're self-employed, maybe you're looking for employment. I do not watch the market. That is not what I do. Now, there are people who do it. That's your business. All right. But I train people to know exactly what's going on in the market so you can set, protect, forget, collect. Set means you set the trade. You put your protection in place with the stop loss. You put your take profit in place, which is the collect portion. And then you forget about it. You put the phone down and go about your day. The reason I built this program like this is because I see everyday working class or just people on the go, and they are not following a plan to build wealth. Like, I literally see people work hard every day, all day. And I say, are you currently following a plan to build wealth? And majority of people tell me no. Right. But but the program that I've built, guys, you can work your job, you can work your career, you can build your company, you can go to school, you can take care of your children on the go. And this is something that's doing work for itself. All right. So that way, every time you win a trade, you can just continuously check off, have a customized compound book. It's called Compound 586. So I'll show you guys that here soon as well. But I set them too tight before when every trade is stop loss and I have many negatives. Yeah, that just means you have to have better education. You have to have better parameters. You have to truly understand. And my technique allows that. I'm not sure what technique you're currently using, but the technique that I use, it rarely has what we call drawdowns. It's a high probability trade technique. And I mean, man, I can't wait for y'all to hear from my graduates. They doing their thing. I mean, it's a beautiful community. It's an exclusive community. But if you're having those challenges, it just means there's something you do not know. And then we can provide the know. All right. So the next image is how the investment moves on its own accord. So let's switch the screen. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my screenshots here and I'll be done soon. I'll try not to make this too long. Where's my series? Give me 2 seconds. All right, here we go. So now this is what happens. So once you place the trade, it should be moving on its own. Okay, there you go. Okay, so for my new people, again, if you don't know how trading works, this is what happens. So the screen is moving on its own. The numbers are moving slowly but surely. That's what it means to set, protect, forget, collect. Once you place the trade and you place the trade correctly, you put your phone down and you let the money go to work. So again, the bottom numbers are people who have no idea how to trade. They didn't tell the software to stop going negative. They didn't tell the software to take them out in a target profit. They just downloaded a demo account, or they also opened a prop firm account, or they funded the account with their own money and they just crossing their fingers and hoping that they go the right way. Guys, we just have to make sure people are not moving into any investment space based off of complete ignorance and euphoria. It makes me cringe so much when I see people just out here stuck in this euphoria loop. You know, you guys don't see me flashing profits and all that stuff because I'm just so detached from money. But I will be showing how to scale that $3,000 account because I'm still detached from money to a 7-figure portfolio, because I want to show people the posture, the mindset, the dynamics they need to have to really build wealth, and not just be so excited. I mean, don't get me wrong, profits is cool, man, but when you understand truth, I'm at home chilling. All right, I'm at home chilling. I can go catch a flight, do whatever I want right now if I wanted to. I want you guys to understand financial independence and retirement are two totally different things. Retirement does not know an age. All right, if you want to be able to have that freedom to go pursue your goals, your passion, your dreams. If you want to go on top of a mountain and be completely away from the world, you have the financial freedom to do that because you understand how to build wealth. All right. So you have to have a certain posture. The next thing I want to show is choose a different asset here. is what it looks like. So, okay, let me pause right quick. The one at the bottom, it says GPB USD, negative $124. That's the monetary data, okay? I want to show y'all what the chart data looks like. So we invested $1. That 0.1 means $1. It's not 10 cents. That $1 is now negative $123. Let me show you what it looks like on the data side, okay? Choose a different asset. Boom. All right, let's go down here to series. And series today, where you at? Boom. All right, so let's go to the chart version. There we go. So look at there. We have, it has those two blue lines right there in the middle. And those blue lines is just trying to give y'all a reference. But right above those blue lines, there's a dotted line. That dotted line has the word sell on it, 0.10. Remember, the other screen had the word sell, 0.10. I'm trying to talk in layman terms, by the way, so hopefully y'all are getting this from my new people. But notice that it's $1 invested, and then there's, I'm gonna talk in layman terms for my new people. You see the, like, so I'm gonna call it squiggly lines, okay? So those squiggly lines are known as candlesticks. Above those blue lines, you have a lot of green and red structure. We call that candlesticks, also known as price action. To keep it simple, that sell means when a person places a trade, and if the green or the scribbly structure is not below the blue lines, that trade will be negative. So in this particular instance, the only way this trade will make money is if all of that squiggly structure was in a downward movement. Because you're saying, I believe this exchange rate would decrease in value. So at the top right, it says 1.3659. That is the current price of that exchange rate. That exchange rate is above the word sell. Okay. So at the blue line, say 1.3531. 1.3531 to 1.3659, which is the top white box. That means price went upward. You were only going to make money in this situation if the exchange rate was to decrease in value. Again, we teach you how to look at the structure, know it by heart, and you make your money. All right. Set, protect, forget, collect. Most of the time, again, people get into these situations. They flash in, accounts. They flash in demo accounts. They flash in prop firm demo accounts. And they're manipulating people to believe that this is really that easy. It is easy with DDKK, but you still have to go through a learning curve. All right. So the reason this is so negative is because the analysis was incorrect. We're saying theory. I just placed some trades that I knew would go wrong. All right. Because I wanted to make sure I taught it in a way where people, if you don't know what you're doing, you will lose your money. And there's no reason you should lose money anyway, because last week I introduced how you can open a demo account. There's different ways to practice on these real markets. Nobody should ever use real money if they do not have the knowledge. That's point blank, period. All right. Never use your real money if you do not have the knowledge for yourself. I don't care if you got a demo account. I don't care if you got a prop firm account. A prop firm is still a demo account. All right. So you never should invest money when you don't know what you're doing. But there's nothing telling this particular trade to take me out at a certain loss. That trade is just going negative and negative and negative. OK, so I hope that makes sense, family. The biggest thing is that people need to understand how to properly do this. Yes, ma'am. It's on my wall. It says how to open a demo account. You can also go to my my website, DDKK.com. I have free information on pretty much everything I'm sharing. I also have a free overview and I have a free mini course. So I have a lot of value that will give you way more in-depth analysis of something, just this little quick video that I shared. But yeah, so the point is that a lot of people get into investing into the currency exchange market, and this industry has been so much manipulation has taken place because of how easy the access is. It's just like crypto or stocks. You can just go to your app store, download E-Trade, and somebody tell you to go buy, the Green Tree Company. And you believe that the Green Tree Company is going to make you a lot of money just based off of what somebody says. But there is no substance. There's no foundation. There's no education to tell you why you should have made that investment. We have to make sure we're directing people in the right direction. Get the knowledge first. Make sure you have proper understanding, because you want to make sure you're investing with competence. You don't want to be investing because you got the euphoria kick. Euphoria kick is the lottery mentality, the Vegas mentality. All right. So you have to learn how to become unemotionally involved with money so that you can really have the level of success that you can really achieve. All right. Your again, no matter what your lifestyle is, whether you're working, not working, a career student, military, retired, whatever it is, guys, if you are not following a plan to build wealth, you will work for the rest of your life. Everybody can make income. You can go cut somebody's yard and make some money. You can go to work and get a check. You can go play. I play the drums. I can go play the drums and get a check. All right. You can sell something on eBay. You can have an e-commerce store. You can make income. But just because you make income doesn't mean you're building wealth. Please understand it's a difference. All right. So really remember, we basically make money when the markets rise or fall. Real estate rises and falls in value. Are you watching real estate? And does you watching real estate determine how fast the market moves? Gas prices rise and fall. Groceries rise and fall in value. Stock market rises and falls in value. You watching it doesn't make it move faster. That's why the DDKK technique is predicated on you setting the trade, protecting it, forgetting about it, putting your phone down, and going about your day. All right. So last but not least, as I was saying, the biggest part is for me to educate people on wealth accumulation and learn how to trade for yourself. All right. So you can go to the website. This is the website, by the way. And once you go to the website, you have two options. You can enroll or you can go watch more information. And you'll just click watch mini series. That's the first quick small version. And if you want to go on, if you want the full meat and potatoes, you can, once you finish watching the mini series, it'll tell you how to watch the free overview. All right. And that also comes with a free ebook. It comes with a free mini course. And it comes with, being able to also get updates from us as well. So that's the whole flow, guys. You just have to make sure you are intentional and you have delayed gratification. All right. Because don't get stuck. This is the mini series. So once you opt in, you'll be able to see what the mini series is. 3 quick videos, less than 3 minutes each, guys. It'll show you how I'm compounding from 3,000 to 7 figures, but it shows you why, how, and how to plug in. So the biggest part is when I talk about the DDKK Academy, stop sharing. When I talk about wealth accumulation, and I'm done, I appreciate y'all listening, is that people don't understand what it means when I say that. All right. So I really wanted to make sure that I give some perspective. So when you guys see me publicly sharing, going from $3,000 to, $5,000 to $10,000, $100K, I've done it before. I went to 6 figures back like 4 years ago. I just want to be able to people to understand this company is totally different from any program that you'll ever see, because I don't hype you up. I keep it real transparent. You will have to learn. But the learning curve is easy because I have everything strategic from beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I only teach DDKK. I'm not teaching you 50 million strategies. I'm not giving you any handouts. I am for the people who are willing to earn their financial freedom and understand that when you get to the compounding phase, let's put it this way, in a perfect world, to complete compound 586, it would take 2 years and 3 months. You're not going to do it in 2 years and 3 months. All right. But if you follow it, you will reach the target. That's the whole point. If you have that mindset, we got your back. If you want to make quick money and just stay in a quick money mode and never have financial independence, there are a lot of programs out there that will give you a handout. But I'm looking for the people who want to be independent, who want to be professionals, and who want to manage their own wealth, because that's what I teach you to do. You guys will see that example live. I will be leading by example. So I appreciate y'all tuning in on today. But this was just another contribution to the introduction series. Just wanted to create these little videos leading up to next Thursday, the 25th, where I actually am showing the compounding results live. So y'all have a blessed day. If y'all need me, holler back. May God be with you. Continue to believe, continue to be encouraged. Even if you don't follow using the art of trading to build wealth, I pray that you find a path that best suits your needs. And as long as you make that a goal, it will happen. All right. Peace and blessings to you guys. It's your girl, B. Burrell. DDKK. I'm out. Take care.